What's up, guys? It's October 22nd, 2025. We're going to do a 10-minute breakdown of the E-mini where we talk about trap traders, setups, and market context. If you guys are interested in seeing how I put this together live, check out the membership section where I go over these trades, winning or losing. I'm talking about trap traders. And stay tuned here shortly. I'm gearing up mostly next year, but I'm going to just start doing some live streams and so I can see what's going on. But I want to get a little more comfortable with a few things before that happens. So stay tuned for that. That's in the pipeline. I had this trade live for you guys. I wanted to take it here so you guys can see what's going on. But right before I started it, my target was hit. It's the after hour session, so I wasn't going for a big swing. Bears get short down here. They're trapped on this rally, so they're going to short more up here, right here. So I got filled right around the EMA. I actually just market ordered the bear bar. Well, this was a bear bar at one point, and I market ordered where my limit order would be. And then my 1 hour target was hit. So my entry was right here, my stop was right here, and my target was right here. If this was normal hours, maybe I'd be going for 1.5 or even an extended target, the previous swing high. I still might. I might just have an I do because I wanted to just catch it live so you guys can see what's going on. I had it set up right before I hit play. Like you can see the last bar, it hit my target. So I'll just throw this up there and we'll see what happens. If it pops up during the breakdown, that's great. If not, well, so be it. Small risk. I do like to, again, I usually go for 1.5R during the normal hour session, but after hours, I'm a little more scalpy because it could take like, this could literally take like 4 hours to get up there. So just do a small example. Just leave it right there and see what happens. That's kind of how I trade. I see that bears got trapped down here. In reality, it would be more like this nature. You know what? We can just do it. I don't want to mess around with the system here. We'll just do something like that. And then small risk, $137. The reason I put my stop down here is because I just don't like having my stop below, not the swing low. So this is a swing to a new high. That's the correct stop place for a stop. But that's like 1 point difference. It doesn't really make sense to me to have a skunk stop. If the market's coming down towards my stop, I might just drag it down here. I'd rather pay for the correct stop than to get stopped out in the middle and it reverses. But nonetheless, let's get into the interview, excuse me. Let's get into the breakdown, and I'll swing that back over this way if it happens. So we had a pretty good day in the markets. I feel like I made out like a bandit today. I took a couple trades. I shorted here, exited on this bar was forming because I couldn't get to my 1.5R target. We were above support and it looked like a double bottom, so I just exited. My target was right here, but you can see it ultimately did go to my target. Next trade I took was right here. Bulls bought this bar. The market sold off. They're underwater. They buy more here. This middle line is a break-even price, and that's where I got filled short. Market rallied a little bit. I was in a little bit of a drawdown for about 10-15 minutes. The end of this bar and these two bars, and then you can see it. Actually, my 1.5R target got hit, so maybe it was more like that because I know I didn't sit through this rally. I actually took those two trades and caught it. I did pretty good today. So yeah, leg one, pull back leg two. And on the options account, I took the same trade right here and I exited on this bar. Very lucky bar. I had to max we can see this as a climax bar. It moved very far, very fast. So traders would look to take profits on this bar. And then I'm kicking myself in the foot for not taking this short here, but I was up on both accounts nicely, so I didn't want to be greedy. I actually walked away because what I believe that could have happened was a 50% pullback from this bar up. So like one pullback, like two, and I'd risk getting caught in this rally. In this situation, bears did get a leg down, like one pullback, like two. It is what it is. I'm not going to catch everything, but I do try and catch what I can catch. I trade around probabilities, and probabilities down here were very high that the market was going to rally, and it did. So weekly chart, daily chart. I was looking at the daily, so let's go over the weekly chart. Deep pullback, and we have an inside bar. It's a type of breakout mode here. Bulls went for the breakout, but it started to reverse. And now let's see what happens with the bears. Bears did get a breakout, but look at the daily chart. It's not the strongest breakout. Still a lot of overlap. I was looking at this as this bar was forming, and I wanted to see what would happen if the 50% mark got tagged here. So bears get short down here, the market rallies, and then these bears are trapped. They're going to short higher right around the swing here and hope for a break-even attempt. And some bears will even hold longer, hoping that it's the start of a very deep pullback, like one, pullback like two, into a new low. Not the best bear bar. It has a tail around support, and now the after-hour session is starting to rally. So we'll see what happens for the bears on Thursday and Friday as well. We have 2 days left. Bar 1, big bear bar closing out slow. Bad follow through bars 2 and 3. When I saw 2 and 3, I actually thought we'd have more of a training range day. Then eventually the breakout happened. Big down, big up. Bar 4, bear bar closing out slow right above the EMA. Deep pullback, so that is training range behavior. Bad follow through for bar 4 and bar 5. Lots of overlap, bar 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Back 4 trading. Bulls trying to get the breakout. Bears trying to get the breakout. Bulls bought the bear bar. Bears shorted the bull bar. Bar 9, bulls bought the bear bar. Bar 10, bulls shorted the bear bar. Did I say that right? Bulls shorted. No, bears shorted the bull bar. I'll have to go back and listen to what I said. And then we start to get the breakout. Bar 11, bar 12, 13, 14, and 15. There is a gap here right under support, so that's good. We know that that's good for the bears because we know that bulls are now trapped. And they're going to want to get out break even. Bulls that were buying up here hoping for a reversal are now trapped. They start to scale in lower, and they scaled in a couple times. You can see a tail here, a tail here, and a tail here. The bulls were trying to get out break even quickly, and then they get that reversal 16 through 19. Some bulls made a point or two, so that's good for them. That lets us know that's not a full-on bear trend because very early bulls can scale in and make money. And on a good trend day, the opposite side shouldn't be able to scale in and make money. So the bulls are selling the same place. Bears are selling for that leg 2, and that leg 2 happens with bars 20 through 24. 24 scared me. It was an inside bar, but luckily my target was hit on the low tail, the tail of 25. 22 through 25 low. Trying to get second leg down, but we have to be cautious if we're trading into a third leg. Leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. I was nervous. I was holding a short on my options contracts on bar 36, but I was like, I'll see what happens at the EMA because every new low it led to a rally. So I didn't really consider this a new low, so I was down. I was willing to hold for a few more bars, and then bar 37 just became a profit taking bar. I would be very upset if that led to this rally. So that was a good trade right there. Got very lucky with bar 37. But anyways, nice sell off down. Trying to get second leg, same situation. Bulls that buy up here, they're front running. Some bulls bought up here and they made money, scalped out at resistance. That's mean reversion traders. The weak hands are buying here and getting trapped, selling out. Some traders will be able to scale in. Some bulls will just have to take that loss. They buy here, they buy more here. Break evens right around here. Let me just draw it in. Yeah, so break evens right around there. Again, some bulls made a few points here and here, and then they sell out of longs. The trap bulls sell out of longs while bears are adding front. The bears that short here are going to add to their position to build it up because now the market is going in their favor. Okay, I just got filled here. I'm not a fan of the way this is already turning down, but you guys can see bears shorted right around here. Market rallied, they're going to short higher. My hypothesis is that bears will buy back shorts right here, which now we can start to see a tail because they're getting out break even. And now what I'm looking for is a very quick move, like 1, pull back like 2. But I'm probably just going to target 1-to-1. I'm going for swings in the overnight session is kind of difficult. I don't really have I'm a scalper. So if I get a swing, I'm lucky, but I do go for scalps. So yeah, we'll check back in with that right at the end of this video. We are coming up to 10 minutes anyway, so we won't be able to see if the trade fills. But if you're in the Discord, if you guys ask me, I'll let you know. So market leg 1, pull back leg 2, and now we were in that third leg. Bar 37 is climactic. It sold off very fast and it moved very far. In a third leg, you gotta take profits here. Respect the bar. It's a climax bar. And you can see that there was a big rally, so it got its own leg. So there's a couple of second legs going on here. Leg 1, pull back leg 2. Leg 1, deep pullback, actually went below the breakout point and then rallied for leg 2. So the leg two I'm talking about is fractal. Obviously we can't see it, but we know it's there because there's a tail. There's the leg two I was talking about. From bar 184 to the high of 192. But we know that because we understand fractal price action. Market rallies. Now we have a bear channel down here against the bull channel, so that's trading range behavior. But there's enough bearish momentum for bears to get one more leg down. They get that leg down. This leg happens to have 2 to 3 legs lower, leg 1, pull back leg 2, pull back leg 3. In correlation to this price structure, and just talking about this price structure, I don't even know if correlation was the right word. This price structure, bars 50 and 51 were nice looking bars, and they're bigger than the breakout bars 45. So this is also a climax that ended up being a reversal. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Give me a second. Thank you. I had to clear my throat. So we have 3 legs down. We have nice looking bars, and then we have a low one, bar 53 at the bottom of the trading range, which is generally a better fade. You see that bulls that bought this were made money right away. Broke out, retested the breakout point here. So bear short here, they short higher up here. 50% of bar 53. Excuse me, is that right? Short down here, they're gonna short up here. So the 50% mark of this rally is going to be where bears get out break even, and we can see a tail on bar 58. So it sold off, they bought back shorts, and then boom, get a breakout bar, bar 59. Why did I call bar 59 a breakout bar? It's because reversals are also breakout bars. So be cognizant of that. That reversal is a form of a breakout, but the market's either reversing, or it's either breaking out or reversing. In this case, it was breaking out here, and now it's reversing. Bar 59 was strong to get its own second leg, and it ended up becoming a pullback into the EMA. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2. That was kind of a sloppy count. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3, pull back. And then you could even say that bar 68 kind of restarts the count, breaking out of this range right here. Leg 1, pull back, leg 2, pull back, leg 3. Sloppy count, guys, but overall, there's 3 legs in here, even multiple legs depending on how you count. But tune into this trade really quick. I'm probably just going to exit it. And yeah, you can see I'm almost close to getting stopped out, but I'll see what happens around the EMA because it's going more sideways. Might just pop out for break even really quick if I get the opportunity, because I don't like the fact that bears made money and the overall structure's down. We are in a bear regime, so I'm going against momentum, but the current set of trap traders were bears. Anyways, guys, if you're interested in seeing more, check out the membership. Thank you for your time. I'll talk to you guys later. We have Thursday, Friday to go. Thank you for your time. Bye.